You ready, Nick? Let's get him.
If you're tuning into me, you watching Gully TV. I'm back down here in South Jersey putting in this work. Camden, Philadelphia. Just came from New York City. You know I keep my feet planted knee deep in the underground. Been hearing a lot about this gentleman right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself, pimp.
Peace, y'all. Go by the name of Apollo Ali. Camden, New Jersey, East Side.
Appreciate having you. Been hearing a lot
doubt.
about you.
Likewise. Appreciate you, bro. For sure.
It's my understanding that you come from a very, very regal and legendary pedigree down here in Camden, New Jersey. Would you care to tell my viewers who you are and what your last name represents?
Yeah, no doubt. Last name is Cream. I mean, y'all know what that stands for in itself, but as far as for my pedigree and where I'm from, Jersey Joe Walcott grandson. If you're familiar with boxing, Jersey Joe Walcott fought in the golden era of boxing. That's Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano. You know what I mean? He got his title from Jersey Joe in that era. But not only that, he went on to be the commissioner of boxing. So he was all the AC, heyday of AC, all them fights was commissioned through him. Tyson era, all that. Ali was a student of his style, his craft. When you see the footwork, Jersey Joe was the first person to bring that to the game of boxing. Before that, everybody kind of fought in the A-B, frontwards and backwards kind of style, you know what I'm saying? So when you see the Ali shuffle, it was originally the Walcott shuffle, the Camden K-Walk, all that stuff come from here. So I'm a fruit from that tree.
Okay. What type of acknowledgement has your grandfather received by the city of Camden?
And we got the streets named after him, all that. Got a statue at the waterfront. If you ain't been down there, go check that out. Right across from the 76ers practice building. Beautiful statue at the waterfront. Yeah, a couple other things, little Walk of Fame plaques and stuff like that. Yeah, just mention the name, a lot of things get green lit in the city. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's there.
Give me some insight on what Camden hip hop is, some heritage, so to speak, those that came before you.
For me, as far as influence and inspiration, to start with Crown Rulers, Kick the Ball. That's East Camden. That's my hood. They represent the acres. They represent the acres and all that. That's still to this day probably the biggest song. Kick the Ball.
Facts.
Probably the biggest song from the city. Anything beyond that might be me, but it's that for sure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it start with that for me. From there, you got Big Lou. Big Lou was doing this thing early 2000s with K Slay and all that. You know what I mean? He was doing this thing. And you got, Hameen's for the Rich. It's that era. And then there's me. And then there's everything after that that's coming now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not a long line. You know what I mean? It's not a long line. But it's talent here, man. It's talent. Definitely talent.
I wanted you to mention the Crown Ruler so bad. I've conducted.
That's the root.
I wanted you to say that.
Yeah, that's the root.
I've been in discussions about the top New Jersey artists. It was an Instagram post some months back where New Jersey felt they weren't properly acknowledged. Yeah. And I've said that's bullshit. I ran off like about 15 acts, but I mentioned the Crown Rulers, remember?
Nah, Kick the Ball still get played to this day, man. It's to this day.
Have you met them?
One of them. It was a while back. One of them, yup.
Okay.
Yup, but my brother, that's like I said, I got older brothers and shit. My brother, that was his era, so he was in the mix when they was, recording all that shit.
Right.
He was a part of that, so that's how I got the history through him.
No doubt. A lot of people don't know that the original Grand Poobah is from here.
Right.
Camden.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And them niggas nice.
No doubt.
Niggas was nice. 32nd Street down, all that shit.
Yeah.
Work to this day.
That's very important, man, that you pass on the lineage, you know what I'm saying, of your city and shit, because some people, a lot of people think them niggas is from Philly.
Right.
Crown Rulers and shit.
Right.
And a lot of people don't pass on that story and shit. So
shit, we gotta know where we coming from to know where we going.
Yeah.
And I definitely always salute the elders.
I'm glad you dropped that on here.
No doubt.
Tell me what it was like meeting Sean Price.
Damn, P, rest in peace, my nigga P. That's my brother, man. When we first met, we were just vibing off the music. He had got one of my mixtapes through Aubrey. Shout out Aubrey. He had got one of my mixtapes, and we just calling, asking about the kid in Camden and shit. So when we went up to do a record, and then we just met and vibed off the record, just vibed off the music. I had the beats and all that shit. So once we did the record, we was locked in from there on. Like then we just phone calls, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
I called a nigga. The last time I called a nigga, called his crib and shit. He like, this Apollo, best rapper from Camden, New Jersey. Like he just play like that all the time. Like
No
we just be
doubt.
kicking it like that and shit. But that was my nigga, man. We went on tour and all that shit. We toured the country, hit a couple spots, did a few records. He had big plans. Duck Down was looking to be my home
Yeah.
through him. You know what I'm saying? You know, he kept the lights on over there for a good 10 years. And it just so happened that the week we were supposed to have a meeting, he died in his sleep. And that kind of just all fell through in 2015. But he was definitely in my corner. The most solid nigga I say I met through this rap shit, some
Right.
industry shit. Just a nigga that you know through the industry. P was real.
Right.
So I'm the nigga that still call, check on his wife, drive to Brooklyn,
So
pick
you know
his wife
better
up. Yeah, I go pick her up, take her to the grave site. Me,
Yeah.
nigga, from all the way
Oh,
down
no
here.
doubt.
That's type shit. That's the type of love we got. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I still check on his peoples and shit.
Sean Price was hardcore Brooklyn MC. Not
For
only
sure.
that, he's a gangster.
For sure. And that's
Come
why
from-
I got a lot of love out there
Yeah.
because of P. You know
What
what I'm
did
saying?
you do to impress him?
Man, I was just myself. I was myself, and funny, it was just mad little different ways we connected. Of course, we connected on boxing because Sean P loved boxing.
Right.
And he always used to be like, man, I wish that was my grandpop. Like that was a conversation we always had, like just the lineage I come from.
Yeah.
And he was already familiar with it. Him and my cousin had the same birthday, my cousin Bird. So we always used to go up there, kick it,
Yeah.
hit the studio and shit like that when he was on his birthday. What's that? St. Patty's Day and shit. So we just always used to kick it. It was like, man, it ain't feel like no rap shit. You know what I'm saying? With P, it wasn't no rap shit. It was like real regular.
Right.
Like that's my man.
Did you get a chance to do some recording with him?
Yeah, for sure. We got
Y'all got
records out
jams
there.
together?
We got records out there.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
name drop.
We got the joint Struggle No More. We got another joint called The Relay. And some other miscellaneous shit out there, like freestyles and shit. Shade 45, we go, you know what I mean, go tear that shit up together, shit like that.
Right.
So, yeah.
I was
That type of
introduced to this region, as far as the underground, by Big U. He introduced me to
Yeah, my
Porter
man.
Rich. Came down here, start fucking with Rich. Since then, Rail Rock been getting busy online. She was on my album Pillmatic
sure.
too, and she actually the person that let me hear you and shit. You
Word.
was on a record that you did with her. What has it been like working with a female MC who can pull her own weight?
Yeah, Real always been like that. She don't want nobody to even think for a second that they gonna help her write a rap. So, you know, I like that type of shit just cause that's the cloth we cut from. You know what I mean? You gotta hold your weight and come with what you got.
Yeah.
So I always like that about her. We just did a record not too long ago. What's the name of that joint, bro? There's a God. Yeah, that shit hard. So that's coming soon.
Okay.
No doubt.
I think that's the joint I might have heard. I might have heard that one.
Yeah, we just recently did that shit, yo.
My man just asked you about some production. You make beats?
Yeah, yo, I started making beats. It's kind of crazy how all that shit happened. I ain't never even tell this story before. But I started making beats like 2017. Reason being for that is because at that same time in that year, my mom had to get brain surgery, and when that shit happened, like kind of shut down my traveling, shut down my moving around because I was her, caregiver or whatever. So
right.
Since I'm situated at the crib, I just started grabbing shit that I needed to keep me afloat on the creativity level. That's why I started learning how to make beats and shit. So I was doing that. So I've been making beats for 7 years now, and at that same time, you know, taking care of her and like kind of being stagnant as far as my movement, but growth and my creativity. So that's when I started making beats and shit. But yeah, so now I'm 7 years in.
Do you feel New Jersey is properly represented today? We all know about the crown rulers, naughty by nature, poor righteous teachers, and all of those types of people. YZ. In recent,
you got Channel Live, Hakeem Green. Shout out my nigga.
That's my man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can't say it's not represented because we got too many legends. You think about, like you said, Naughty. You think about the Fugees. Like, that's a lot of albums. That's a lot of record sales through them 90s. You know what I'm saying? Just them two alone. Then you got, you know, the more recent shit like Fetty Wap and all that. Yeah, we in there, but you know, we always gonna have to be the underdog.
Yeah.
There's no way around that. I'm comfortable there. I think a lot of us are though, you know what I'm saying? Comfortable in that position. So that's just what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap is cool. The Fugees, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I like the style of rap that Big Ubi doing.
But you asking in history, or you asking it right now?
Currently,
right now. Yeah, nah, shit, we got spitters. Yeah, who one of them for sure. That's the nigga I look to. If there's anybody, you know what I'm saying, it's ooh.
It seemed like,
besides niggas here,
it seemed like y'all more so acknowledged for having a lot of dope battle rappers
in Jersey.
Yeah, as opposed to the new underground.
More so than niggas that make records.
Yeah.
See, that's why I like nigga like ooh, like myself, niggas that know how to make records. You know what I'm saying? And put that shit in there, put them bars in there. But
Yeah.
nah, it's about making the music. We still in an uphill battle, if that's what you ask. We still in an uphill battle overall as far as the actual sound of this era, this time, what we in right now, and what niggas like us do.
Yeah.
It's still an uphill battle, but them lanes is open too at the same time. So we just gotta go.
Right.
Just gotta dump.
Tell me about your resume. What you got on your resume, so my viewers can go ahead and pull you up and see what you're working with.
Shit, man. The album Contradiction. That's on every streaming platform, Apple Music and all that. Featuring Sean Price, rest in peace, my nigga. Featuring Kiss. Featuring Dave East. Featuring August Alsina, Jordan Banks. That's probably the crown jewel right there. I got new shit out right now called Cut and Wait. That's on every streaming platform. Featuring Puerto Rich on there. Nigga Puerto Rich on there. Nigga Bird on there. Bird Spielberg. Couple other niggas, but all production between me and my in-house niggas. It's myself, Lester London, Mute One. That's out there. The album Don't Bite, produced entirely by Mute One. That's out there. Got Sky Zoo on that record. Y'all check that shit
That's
out.
my man.
Yeah,
shout out to Zoo.
Yup. Like I said, Brooklyn fuck with me heavy. I fuck with them heavy, man. And that's all through P. You know what I'm saying? It's all through P. So it's always love there. But yeah, everything out there, man. Palo Alley Music, beat tapes, everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay. I appreciate sitting down with you today. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you in 2025. Can we expect anything coming from you this year?
I'm probably gonna hit them with something next month for sure. A little EP. But I got a lot of things coming, bro. A lot of things coming. Oh shit! Right now, Sons of Sin is out. I did the soundtrack for that movie. Make sure y'all tap in on that.
Right.
Sons of Sin. That's on Amazon Prime. It's a Camden story. Definitely check that out. Shout out to Slick. Shout out to the whole Sons of Malcolm X crew. All that shit. Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about those guys, man. Porter Rich is just telling me about
Yeah. Good brothers. Good brothers. Real brothers. Solid.
How you feel about acting? I just did my first movie last year
Yeah.
too. And shit. Yeah.
It came natural, man. I didn't think it would, but you know, it's the same thing. You just got to know how to operate when the camera is on.
Yeah.
And so this was my first movie, but I be doing some acting in some of the videos. You know what I'm saying? That's what let me see that the skill was the same. So it was a good time. It was fun. I liked it. They killed me. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't in part 2.
Yeah.
That's what you call that shit? Just killed it for y'all and shit. But yeah, I ain't in part 2. But that shit was fun though, man. That shit was fun. I'll definitely do it again.
All right. Keep up the good work. Tell them where they can find you at online, where they can find your music out on streaming platforms. We're going to get up out of here. Thanks
you can tap in with everything on ApolloAli.com. So you can log in on ApolloAli.com and find everything else. But Instagram, Twitter, everything across the board is Apollo Ali Music. So you can find me like that too.
Keep up the good work. I appreciate you.
Peace. My nigga.
What's up? This is Royce the 5'9", and right now you checking out the notorious Gully TV. Don't go nowhere.